It's your boy, Jim CB. Welcome back to the channel. You can like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man, and we are back with another clip, another video, and some things to get into with our thoughts, man. Stay tuned for the commentary, and I'll be with you shortly.
Hey, it's your boy Jim CB, and we are back with another video for the channel, man. It's getting nuts out here. Pusha T declares, what is that? Biggie's Life After Death, album, the greatest double album of all time. Now, while I love Biggie, tremendously, I respect everything about his career, when he was alive, and how they, partially, did justice to his legacy after his passing. But it's too many dope double albums for me to put any one of them at the top. I would have to disagree. I wouldn't definitively say that that the Life After Death album is the best double album of all time. One of the best, sure. Hands down one of the best. And it's not in any numerical order for me. Because of the simple fact that Jay-Z's done a double album, Tupac's done a double album, Outkast, UGK, Scarface, so many artists, 8-Ball, MJG, so many artists drop classic albums that it would be unfair. With double classic albums, it would be unfair to say. And then now in the streaming era, it's not called double albums, but a lot of people is dropping double the workload, 32, 42, 50 something songs. Every time I turn around, E40 has a part 1, a part 2, and a part 3, sometimes a part 4 to his projects and his albums. I just won't say that. Now, to be quite honest, it's in the top 3, top 4 double albums for me. And I will put that 1A and 1B with Tupac's All Eyes on Me, but it depends on how you look at it with those two albums. The same way it depends on how you would look at it between those two artists. Now, granted, with the G-Funk beats and everybody at Death Row backing what Tupac had going on with the All Eyes on Me album, man, that thing was crazy. It was nuts. It was amped up, and commercially it did very, very well. Biggie's Life After Death was more cinematic, more story-driven, detailed. It kind of painted a picture in the movie. Now, granted, I ain't sleeping on neither one of them albums, neither one, and I love them for two different reasons. The same way I love Biggie and Pac for two different reasons, and you can tell that Biggie did soak some game from Pac, because I believe Biggie was a sponge. And great artists, when they were cool, they probably bounced ideas off each other all the time. So to me, I could kind of see it, but at the end of the day, those are two different albums. Same way that UGK group effort, it's the Underground Kings album is totally different from the Outkast album. It's totally different from Streets Disciple, Nas's album. These albums are totally different, and to rank them the best, or one of those the best, it's a lot of work putting out one album at once. And granted, a lot of people didn't like the Blueprint 2 as much as a lot of other double albums, but I can say Jay broke it down. Disc 1 was the gift, disc 2 was the curse. Now it was a Blueprint 2.1, which had like the best of both of those two, that double album on one CD. And I think that would have been the perfect Blueprint 2, because Blueprint 2 was kind of a dud, but still a dope album. I just won't say it to my top 3. I'll just give my top 3 double albums. Life After Death, All Eyes on Me, and that's 1A and 1B. As far as the number two, everybody else is kind of under that, but number one group album for me would be um Speak Box Love Below. Second group album, the disc would be UGK. And if I had to go back to solo double albums, I might have to hold off on that because I gotta listen. I gotta re-listen to a lot of these albums because I've been so busy trying to keep up with the new stuff. I mean, I still love what I love, and from time to time I bump it. Having a bad day, I throw on some old school hip hop. But to be honest, it's hard to sit down and listen to music nowadays. Between working, putting out videos on my channel, making my own music, things of that nature, just living life. Children and things like that need to be alert and aware and paying attention to my surroundings, what's going on. It's hard to just sit back and just listen to music, but I'm gonna pick a day and I'm gonna come back with my top 5 double albums. A certified list, but it's multiple greatest of all time albums, just like it's multiple GOAT. There's multiple GOAT artists, and I will say we need to stop diminishing one person's legacy, one person's greatness to uplift or uphold another. Completely unfair. So I won't ever say, oh, this is the best out of everything, no matter how much I love it. Because it is opinion based. But I just can't crap on everybody, man. I don't know if I want to do it. I don't want that energy. So at the end of the day, man, each of those artists laid the groundwork for something, and so many others that it's no longer. It's not fair to throw someone on that ain't dead or alive, because they contributed in some way, shape, or form to the art form and the culture. And with those double albums, yeah, man, it's just too many dope projects to pick one. Cause gotta think, in this 8 Ball Lost album that I heard B High and Wicked mention earlier, nah, I haven't heard it yet, so I can't even gauge it. So I had to come back with my top 5 double album list, but it's not. The Life After Death is not the greatest double album. There is no greatest double album. It's one of the greatest double albums. Because in order for you to rank Big One, you had to put the Tupac, the Streets Disciple, you had to put all these other double albums to back. And I ain't willing to do that because I heard them all. I heard most of them. I heard enough other double albums where I can't make a fair judgment or assessment, and I won't allow my opinion to overshadow someone else's work. Won't do it. But yeah, 1A, them 2 albums, especially 1A and 1B for me. If we were gonna gauge them 1 through whatever, 1A, 1B. Like I said, for 2 different reasons. I didn't like Jay-Z's double album as much as I like Big and Pac's. I did not like Nas' double album as much as I like Big and Pac's. But there was some cuts. Listen, a Nas album or Jay-Z album, to me, it will never be a complete dud. There's always going to be something on it that you're going to like. The same with 8 Ball and MJG, the same with UGK, the same with Outkast, the same with Big Boy when he drops, same, solo stuff. Orange Ray decide he gonna drop a verse. It's not about to be complete whackness. It's gonna be something on there that you can rock with, rock to, vibe to, that you're gonna like. If you ain't gonna like the whole album, you're gonna like half. But we hold these gentlemen to the criteria that they've already set. So once you set a bar for yourself, each of your fans and that fan base is going to follow that metric based on you. And I don't think any artist should be compared to any other artist's work. I think their best and worst works should be compared to their best and worst works. Not, this artist versus that artist, because even if it's not friction, that creates friction. And hip hop's already a competitive sport, and that's why we had so many rap beefs. A lot of these things are fan based and internet driven. So, man, shout out to all the artists who drop double albums. If anybody wants to drop a double, a triple, a quadruple, if that's what your creativity is telling you to do, by all means do it, man. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Dream big, live big, go hard. It's Jim's TV out, baby.